The launch of the most overpowered and best prison server is officially here. We're going to experience our day one together with you guys right now. Let's jump in and see just how overpowered we can become on the first day here of Minecraft Prisons on TalonMC. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back into a brand new season and episode here of Minecraft Prisons. Today, of course, we're back here on the brand new server, okay, TalonMC, my brand new server, my brand new home, guys. Back again for this first ever season on the server, OP Prisons Season 1 on TalonMC. Now, I just want to preface this video by saying this is a completely brand new server, okay? There is going to be some features that you guys will see and recognize from, you know, just OP Prisons over the last few years or so, but it has all been put together by the community for the community, okay? So if you're an OG, you know, Prisons player, then this is exactly the server for you guys. And of course, because I am in fact one of those people, I am super excited for this. So I don't really want to waste any time talking too much about some crazy things. You guys already know today there's going to be huge giveaways. It's going to be an awesome episode number 1, and we're going to finally start our journey on the brand new server. So it's awesome also to see so many people online. There's literally over 800 people on right now. So shout out to everybody who did come on for the release. If you guys do want to join, the IP is in the top middle and of course down in the description, generzon.talonmc.net. Make sure you do use the IP, and I hope to see you guys online. Now, there is officially gangs on the server, so at some point I am going to be recruiting for my gang as well. So make sure you guys jump on, become familiar with the server, because I'm going to be looking for those people that have, you know, familiarized themselves and have essentially put a little bit of time into the server. And then we're going to create a gang and we're going to become one of the top gangs on the server. So just some things to know before we do jump straight into this. I just obtained all of these from the floor. I guess we now have some mythical pets, which is kind of funny. So just some things to note. This is a 1.20 edition server, but you can play it from 1.8 upwards, I believe. It is also a Bedrock edition server. So any of you guys that are, you know, avid Bedrock players, you guys will be able to join and play here on the server. So this is for everybody. You know, it's awesome to see that there's already 800 people online grinding right now, and we really should be doing the same. So I want to get straight into our adventure here and see just how overpowered we can become on this first day. So let's get right into it. Let's start off by taking a look at these pets that we've gotten. I assume somebody opened too many pet eggs and they spilt all over the floor. Now, I'm not going to complain about that. I'm going to take any of these that we might need. Mythical rank up pet is a very nice one to have. We've also got a mythical token pet sat right there. So yeah, we've actually got a spare mythical rank up pet as well. So those are actually some good pets to get us started today. We won't complain about those at all. Now let's head over to the mine for the first time. So we are just going to go ahead and press right here. It's going to take us to our mine, and this should be the absolute most basic mine that you guys have ever seen. We are literally level 1. We are rank 1. We are completely refreshed. Now it's also worth noting that we do have access to the top donator rank here on the server. Of course, being a media owner and this being my server, I do have those perks. So it's just if you guys notice some things like some kits and stuff like that, then that is where that comes from. It is the celestial rank here on the server that we have managed to get access to, and we do also have some credits to spend today on some various things just to get our start off to a I guess to get ourselves off to a hot start. But we're already falling behind in the ranks because the server has been open about an hour or so now, and I think it's time we actually start grinding. Now let's put ourselves in the best position to do that. So we should essentially have kits to start us off here. Since we do have the celestial rank, we should get access to the celestial kit, and I believe we get access to all of the ones prior to it as well. So I guess we will claim all of those because that's going to give me a whole bunch of loot boxes, whole bunch of generators, whole bunch of pet eggs and stuff like that we're going to get to use today. So we've also got some robot eggs in here. We've got some fossil generators. We'll go over exactly what all of these things are very shortly. But let's open up these loot boxes because these are going to essentially... Actually, maybe we should save these. Okay, we're actually going to save those because they give us blocks of tokens, blocks of gems and stuff like that, which actually is affected by our pickaxe. So we kind of need to wait until we've upgraded our pickaxe a little bit before we bother opening those. It's actually the same with the weekly crates. So I guess we should focus on upgrading our pickaxe before we do anything. So we should make some, you know, we should make some initial upgrades here. So we've kind of got our pet set up. I think we'll use the rank up one for right now because that's the boost we want. We've got some hero pet eggs, which I'm going to go ahead and open right now as well. We got ourselves 2 guardians and a forge master. So this one gives us gem gain and token gain, whereas this one gives us enchant proc gain. So I think we're going to use the guardian pet for right now. We'll store the rest of it away, and that will be our kind of pet setup for the second. Now it looks like straight off the bat we can actually go ahead and add a whole bunch of levels onto our token finder because we may as well go ahead and do that and get as many levels on there so that when we are mining, like we're about to do right here, we are going to essentially be earning the most amount of tokens possible. And that'll be more effective now if we open up all these loot boxes that we've got, because that should essentially mean that if we do get blocks of tokens, which actually we got blocks of gems, so that's not super effective. If we get blocks of tokens here though, will we get any? No, we don't. We do get some keys though. Those should help. If we do get blocks of tokens, then it will be affected by that, of course. Let's open up the silver loot boxes and maybe we'll get some blocks of tokens here. Gems are going to be needed as well, so that's you know, that's fine. There we go, blocks of tokens. That should actually help us massively. It did. It gave us millions right here, which we should now be able to go ahead and add some more levels onto there, which we do. These snow machines should be actually very effective to start us off as well, so let's just go ahead and use these. We got 40 ammo. Now these should give me probably a good few rank ups here, so let's go ahead and I guess cheat our way through a couple of rank ups using these snow machines, because these are going to be absolutely insane at these early ranks. So let's use these to our, you know, to our advantage right here. We should be able to get to rank like 60 here, yes, which is going to be a slightly upgraded mine, because I believe it upgrades every 20 rank ups here. So our mine is actually fairly big right now. There we go. We got ourselves up to what, 70? That's really not bad. That's a good start right there. Now with that, we can go ahead and use the tokens that we got to go ahead and max out our first enchant of the season, token miners. So we're officially now earning as many tokens as we possibly can. We may as well go ahead and upgrade speed as well. That is immediately active, so that's good. And then jackhammer is locked and will unlock a pickaxe level 5. So in order to get pickaxe level 5, we just got to put a little bit of time into mining quickly. Of course, we want to make sure that both of our pets are active. Since one is a hero pet and one is a regular pet, we can have both of them active at the same time, so that those can kind of grind up the different things. So one's an enchant proc gain and the other is a rank up progression booster. So both absolutely needed. So I completely paused my recording and I accidentally progressed a lot. So let's talk a little bit about what just happened. I actually cannot believe I did that. So we essentially claimed all of our OP kits here, which are thanks to the ranks that we have. We made sure to open up all of the different loot boxes and all of the different weekly crates, and from that we managed to get a whole bunch of things that were very helpful to us. There was nothing too crazy that came from it, but we got some like cannons and stuff that we could use in our mine, which helped us get some rank ups. Now we noticed that when we do hit like significant milestones, it gives us a whole bunch of tokens, which is exactly how we've afforded to add a whole bunch of enchants to our pickaxe. Now whilst mining, we came across essence, and we've now essentially added the essence greed to our pickaxe at the maximum level. One of the items in which we got from our weekly crate was a fossil generator. Now fossils are here on the server, which are basically a passive kind of boost on different currencies. So you can use the essence, which we're finding in the mine, to go ahead and upgrade the fossils which you have unlocked. As you find the fossil finders or fossil openers or whatever they're called, basically you'll either get a brand new fossil, or once you've unlocked them all, or once you've unlocked a fossil, when you go ahead and right click and redeem one, if you get the same one, it just upgrades it to the next level. So essentially we actually managed to get one of the most overpowered ones, which is the parrot fossil. I've actually gone ahead and put some essence in it already, and we are essentially getting a global boost to all of these fossils, which include a dolphin fossil, which is giving us a rank progress boost. It includes an enderman fossil, which is giving us an enchant proc boost. So basically fossils are a really cool way of essentially going ahead and making sure that you're getting boosts on virtually every currency that you have. Now one of the things that we also did was we created our gang. Okay, we are officially going to be called Monster this season, as we have been for, you know, pretty much all of our prisons and skyblock seasons, to be honest with you. So we will be going forward as Monster. I will be looking for some experienced players to join that, but essentially we did that to ensure that we were also getting shard finder maxed out, and those shards are actually going to be useful. So we will be gaining as many shards as possible, and then we'll be spending them in this little place right here, because there's going to be so many different upgrades that we need that will essentially not only help us, but will help all of our gang members, so we can essentially become the best and richest from all of the different boosts that we get from our gang. Now, since you guys didn't see it, I think it's only fair that we go ahead and open up another crate, and I'm not going to complain too much about it because I want to do it as well. So let's go into /buy. We are going to use our credits. Nope, that's my fault. We go into /shop. We are going to use our credits, which we got from /buy, to go ahead and open up some OP crates. Now, I think I'm literally just going to buy one of them. It's going to cost me 1,000 credits, or do we go for a little bit more? Let's actually get a bundle of 3, because I don't want to... I feel like 1 is a little bit of a waste. Let's get a bundle of 3 right here. Boom. We're going to go ahead and open up our first start of the world crates this season. Well, I guess the first ones that you guys will have seen, because I can't believe I literally paused the record. That's crazy. But yeah, we're going to open up these, and I'm going to show you just how much the different things that we can get from this will help us out. Honestly, can't remember where the recording was paused, but essentially we did manage to max out jackhammer, which is absolutely the most overpowered and needed enchant to begin with. You will also want to max out pretty much all of these. They are all very early early game enchants, and they're very good at what they do. So I would recommend that you guys do that. And honestly, hitting the really easy milestones, like I think 200, 275, 250, they give you so many tokens that you can use towards your next enchant. So I absolutely recommend that you guys go ahead and do that. Right, let's go ahead to spawn then and open the first start of the world crate that you guys will have seen on camera, because this freaking dumb guy forgot to press unpause. Right, so we get to select our rewards here. Let's see what we can get ourselves, shall we? So some loot boxes, some robot eggs. That is a good reward. A 4x crystal box. That's nice. We'll take that. We got 1 million blocks of tokens. That's going to end up being a lot. We got mythical keys. We got more mythical keys, and I think that's all of our rewards. So that should then go ahead and add everything that we just got to all of our balances, which it did indeed do. We can now go ahead and open up all these loot boxes, which will probably just give me more currency. That's like the most popular thing out of them, but they are actually super, super useful. We got our first attachment box as well right here. So we are going to go ahead and open up that. We got the dynamite attachment. This attachment will boost the proc chance of dynamite. Now, we don't technically have dynamite unlocked yet. I don't know when we actually get that unlocked. Is it a gem enchant? It is. Pickaxe level 250. So we're going to be a while off of that right now. So that as an attachment, not horrifically useful. Well, I guess horrifically useful to us is not useful at all, basically. But we also do have robots. Now, I think I went over this as well, but basically these are back to a traditional robot system. If we right click these, they go into that menu back there, and we can essentially upgrade them all from here. Now, they are actually making me quite a lot of money here by the looks of it. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we're always claiming that. We've got some airstrikes, which we will be using in the mine as well. We've got a lot of crystals here, which I believe we are saving up in our PV4. Yes, we are. Once we have actually unlock our first crystal slot, we will go ahead and use this token one because it's a 16% boost. That is actually quite significant. We've also got 2 more of the tier 2 crystals. We get rune points and gems. So gems could be a good one because that's an 18% boost as well. So there is very, very viable options here. Right, let's open the next start of the world crate, and then we've got 1 more to go. Let's see, can we get one of the rarest items? Robot eggs, that was a somewhat rare item, another somewhat rare item, another somewhat rare. Holy, we're just getting all the rare items. Okay, that was not bad at all. Nothing like insane there, but you know what? All the blocks of stuff is very, very helpful. We do need all those tokens and all that to make the upgrades that we want. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this open. This is just going to give me probably way more currency, way more loot boxes, and grenades. That is super, super helpful at this point in the season. We absolutely need those to get our rank ups. Now, these are what I was talking about, the legendary snow machines. These things are crazy. These are essentially your #1 ticket to getting easy rank ups to start with. I'll show you guys them in just a moment here. Let's just make sure that we claim all of these robots and stuff, get all of these in the menu and ready to go, because these things are going to be essentially just earning me money all the time. So I don't know why I wouldn't claim them as soon as I possibly can. There we go. And then the last start of the world crate. Come on, give me something huge. Give me one of the ultra jackpot items. That's what I want to see right now. Come on. Give me something cool. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, that one's not bad. That one's not bad. Omega keys. Okay, yeah, we didn't get any of the like top tier rewards, but that's okay. We did definitely get things that we need. Having all these robots is always cool with me as well, because this is going to be, you know, like enhancing our passive income massively. So in just a few moments, I will go ahead and tell you guys how you can actually be in with a chance of winning the top rank as well. So that is all to come, but we have got a lot ahead of us right now. So the next enchant that we are actually working on is going to be Vein Miner. However, we are not pickaxe level 30 yet, and that is when we actually go ahead and unlock it. So let's mine up to pickaxe level 30, because that is going to be one of the next crucial things for us. Let me show you guys exactly what these legendary snow machines are like, because you will see that they're actually very, very overpowered, and they give a lot of tokens actually for what they are. Now, obviously, if I'd have shown you guys this when we're actually a low rank, when I meant to press record, then this would have been a lot more overpowered. But it's still, even past rank 250, is still overpowered and still absolutely worth using. You're going to get so many tokens from this, as we have been, and honestly, these have been what has been helping me reach the milestones, the rank milestones that have been giving me like the big chunks of tokens, like the 35 bill at a time chunks of tokens. Now, most of the rewards, both in the crate keys and in the loot boxes and stuff, are all to do with blocks. So essentially, you're going to want to make sure that you upgrade enchants as much as you can, because it's all relative to your pickaxe. So if you were to open these keys right now versus when you first joined the server, if you take a look on my pickaxe, it's going to give you a lot better rewards right now because your pickaxe is better. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that when I open those, my balance is absolutely shot up right there. And of course, we got the loot boxes from the other rewards that you can get in there. We'll open up the Omega keys, balances will shoot up again. Open up the rare keys, balances will shoot up again, and then open up the level keys as well. So yeah, it's absolutely worth upgrading, you know, your pickaxes and stuff before you open these because honestly, it makes it so much better. You get so much better rewards from that. So yes, it is definitely worth noting. That is pretty much where most of my tokens, gems and such have all come from, is literally just opening those keys and stuff. And you can of course get keys from pretty much everywhere. Now we've got an attachment right there, but we actually don't we don't have half the enchants which you can go ahead and get attachments for. So they're not necessarily massively like useful to us right now. So we're going to store these away until we kind of have access to those types of enchants. Right, let's use up our legendary airstrike beacons and our legendary grenades because these should give me some easy rank up as well. I've never used a legendary airstrike beacon, so let's see how overpowered this is. Will it give me okay, it doesn't even give me a rank up, so I don't know if these are, I think these were probably better off used very early. But what they do give me, actually looking at it, is a lot of tokens. That is actually insane for tokens, so I would not use them, if that makes sense. They are still useful to be used. It's just they are probably more effective for tokens than they are for rank ups. However, these legendary grenades are still giving me a full rank up as well, so those are useful to use for sure. I guess we'll take the free rank ups that that's given me. And we're about to hit another milestone, which will absolutely juice up our token balance again as soon as we hit rank 300, I would assume. But let's get that pickaxe to level 30 right now so that we can actually afford Vein Miner, because that is a gem and token enchant, which is going to make a difference. And we have officially unlocked access to our first gem enchant so far this season, which is Lottery. It looks like it's going to cost me 1 million gems to go ahead and max it out, which is actually not even really a dent in my balance. So it makes no sense not to get that. The next one will be unlocked at 35, but it looks like we're doing well in the gems department right now in regards to, you know, what we've got and what we actually need. So I'm excited to see whether there's going to be a big jump up or not, or whether we've just been getting lucky with the amount of gems that we've been getting from all the keys and stuff like that. So let's do the announcement, guys. Top rank giveaway, okay? So the top rank here on the server is the Celestial rank, all right? And we're also going to pair it up with an additional giveaway for 3 of the Start of the World crates. So it's going to be the top rank and 3 Start of the World crates going to 1 lucky person. If you guys do want to be on the chance of winning that, then all you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username, and then join the giveaways only Discord that is linked down below in the description. It is rebranded to TalonMC, so if you were in the previous giveaways Discord, it is just straight in there. Make sure you do use my IP as well to connect to the server, which is generzon.talonmc.net. As long as you've done all of those requirements right there, then you are officially entered into winning the top rank, okay? And if for some reason you already have top rank here on the server, then it will be substituted for a $100 gift card on the brand new server, which is absolutely insane actually. So yes, make sure you guys do go ahead and enter into that giveaway because it is insane. No matter where you are, no matter what progression you've got on the server, it is going to be an insane giveaway. So get yourself entered. And of course, that is to help celebrate the launch of the brand new server, which I am honestly, I've still not been this excited to play Prisoners in such a long time. I'm really loving it right now. So there we go. We just hit pickaxe level 30. So we've now unlocked Vein Miner. Now this thing is going to cost me 72 billion to go ahead and max out. But luckily we can afford that. So that is now going to be maxed. We have a activation chance of 0.165 thanks to all the different like boosts and such that we have. And it also shows me that that's 1 in 606 blocks mined, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that is now maxed out. So that is going to help me with tokens and gems. The next one will be Key Finder, and we've already seen how overpowered the keys are in regards to just giving you a lot of currency. So I'm kind of excited to use those, to be honest, because I think that that's going to help me out massively. So I'm pretty sure my last milestone reward was like 35 billion. So I'm thinking that this time it's probably going to be like 40 billion, which is absolutely insane at this stage. I did not think that we would be this far. Like, I'm actually really happy with our progress, and I'm excited because it actually feels rewarding. It's been a while since I've played Prisons and it's actually felt rewarding. So I do feel like I'm working towards something at every kind of point here. So I'm excited to see exactly how that continues through all the ranks, because honestly, I would love to hit rank 1000 very soon here. But let's start with hitting rank 300 first, which we are just around the corner from doing. There we go. So I don't know how much our exact rewards were. There we go. It was actually 30 billion right there. We got a whole bunch of gems. We got normal eggs, and we also got ourselves some mythical keys, and of course our mine did upgrade as well. So that is a huge amount of rewards right there for hitting that. Which, so yeah, Keyfinder is not going to unlock until 40. And then gem enchant wise okay, we actually got a shatter unlocked in just one pickaxe level time. So we'll go ahead and unlock that, see what that is about. And then that might be the progression for day one for us. But I, of course, will be continuing. We're going to have to put in some serious hours of mining here because I am determined this season we are going to be one of the best players. Right, shatter enchant has been unlocked. How much does it cost? 400 million to max out. This is going to give us token gems and rank XP. So it has a chance to mine one vertical layer down across the mine. Okay, so that's interesting. We'll go ahead and we'll max that out. That is going to be the most expensive enchant probably that we've purchased so far. What was the proc rate on it is the question. 0.165, which I think was the same as the previous enchant that we went ahead and purchased. So it'll be interesting to see just how effective that is, especially to the currencies themselves and of course to the rank upgrade. I'm going to open up the rest of the loot boxes that we have. We're going to make the upgrades that we can, and then I think that is where we are going to call it for day one. There is so much still to go over, so much that we need to have a look at. We've got some more fossil generators. Let's open these right now. We actually upgraded Creeper to level 2 and Creeper to level 3. Okay, so that is now a 0.9% boost to rank progress, which is always welcome. Anything that will help me rank up faster is absolutely always welcome. We'll go ahead and we'll use these legendary snow machines because honestly they're just so good for tokens. More than rank ups now. Like, they do still help the rank up percentage. They're nowhere near as effective as they were for the first 250 levels, but you know what, we still take it. A couple of airstrike beacons. These are probably the most effective thing for us right now at this level. Maybe the legendary grenades actually, but yeah, these things still go pretty ham. There we go. Yeah, those things still go pretty ham actually. So yeah, Keyfinder will be unlocked in another 5 pickaxe levels, so that is probably what we're working towards next, and we will continue to get pickaxe levels as we unlock everything else. There is so many things upcoming that we need to take a look at. This is just scratching the surface today. Guys, please do come and join me. Generzon.talonmc.net. I want to see you on this brand new server. There is over 770 people online right now grinding out the server. I will also be streaming on here, so if you guys want to follow me over on Twitch, you're absolutely welcome to do that. There will be even more giveaways over there as always. Let me know how your day one goes here on the server, but that is going to be it from me. By the time you guys see me next, we may be ready to upgrade some very essential enchants. I can imagine our rank will have increased significantly, and I'm going to be even more addicted to OP prisons here on TalonMC.